1.2.11 is out now, guys, and I know the question everybody wants to know is, oh my god, does my duplication still work? Of course it does. Automatic diamond farm, all those ones still working perfect. Just keep on doing it. I know that's the first thing I ran on and checked. Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you from my Autocraft world. I almost called it Crazy Craft. That's pretty cool. 1.2.11 is out now, and there has been a fair amount of redstone changes, a lot of bug fixes and stuff like that. So for this one here, guys, let's go for 404 likes. If you're one of those dudes, hit me up. We got Sam, Mateo, and Devin. You know, Squad 6 fire, and yeah. So let's do it. We're gonna do our changelog. I think what we're gonna do is let's just take a quick nap ski right here. We're gonna run up to the surface and we're gonna go over the changelog here, and then I think I might adapt over to I might go over to a tutorial world, just because, yeah, I'm a little embarrassed to say it, but we don't have any slime balls in this world yet. So in case I want to mess with the sticky pistons. So let's go over here. We're going to stand on top of our villager farm here and take a look at the exact changelog. Again, the link will be in the description below if that's something you're looking for. So it comes out with this one right here. 1.2.1 changelog, highlights from this update, moving full stacks between. I'm actually gonna leave here because all I hear is villagers making noises. Increased speed of, so moving full stacks between containers is once again possible on Pocket Edition UI. Increase the speed of crop growth and grass spreading. Vines that do not have support block will no longer float in mid-air. Pistons no longer get into a state where they pause, activate randomly, and potentially crash the game. The Beam Me Up achievement can once again be unlocked. So let's do the changes because there is a fair amount here. Friendly fire PvP can now be toggled in the world options, so that's pretty cool. Adjusted vertical look acceleration when using a controller. Bug fixes. Fixed a crash that occurred when firing projectiles. Yeah, that would be a bad thing. The Beam Me Up achievement can once again be unlocked. Starting map and bonus chest can no longer be toggled for template world, so that's pretty cool. Gameplay. Increase the speed of crop growth and grass spreading. Believe me, grass spreading took forever. Like, honestly, when we did this area, it took like 2 days. Let's see. Players no longer float above beds when sleeping. That's good. Vines don't have a support block, won't float in midair. Players can no longer jump out of minecarts using the default jump button if it has been bound to a different button. Minecarts no longer collide with adjacent minecarts on separate tracks. The map owner's icon is now sorted to the top of the map. When elevated, directional blocks now always face upwards. That's pretty interesting. We'll take a look at that. Regardless of the player's coordinates, maps can now be held simultaneously in both hands. So last but not least, we have the third page. This contains the redstone stuff, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. So pistons can no longer get into a state where they pause, activate randomly, and potentially crash the game. Sticky pistons and slime blocks can no longer pull and break comparators. Shulker boxes will no longer be dispensed as items if the dispenser is obstructed. That's going to kind of break some stuff too. Burnt out redstone torches will no longer reactivate until they receive a block update or are replaced. That's a big deal. Basically, anybody who has... There's a lot of builds that involve burnt out torches flashing. Those are going to be super broken. Mobs reduce the explosion range of creepers. Endermen that are aggravated will now take fall damage as they should, no longer breaking ender pearl farms. Crafting fix incorrect amount of wool blocks that can be dyed in the recipe book. Moving full stacks, so user interface. Moving full stacks between containers is something that they couldn't do on Pocket Edition, and now they can. Made it easier to invite friends to games by pressing X on the invite screen. Creative menu tabs can now be scrolled through using right thumbstick when hide game pan cursor option is enabled. I'm going to try that actually. Selecting sync worlds no longer causes select button to dramatically shift up on Xbox One. Removed unnecessary text from map tooltips in the inventory. Last but not least, pressing the menu button on the Xbox One controller will now execute quick commands. So I'm not sure what that exactly means, but we'll take a look at it. We're in the screen anyway, so let's start doing some of this. You know what we're gonna do? Let's jump over to my creative world. We'll jump right back. And here we are in tutorial land, yeah, where we could start messing with some stuff. And yes, so let's talk about this. So basically, first things first, we're going to be looking for some dispensers and shulkers, because that's something that changes the game a little bit. I think it does big time, actually. 1, 2, take this guy. We got a lever. That's fine. And then we need a block to obstruct. Come on, Skippy. Your obstruction needs to step up. So, this guy here. Shulker box inside. Lever on. Should just place a shulker box. So now, what we want to do is, look at that, I might have to grab a shulker box every time. We'll just do this one time and check it out, because this is something that's pretty unique anyway. So if this shulker box is in here, and this is obstructed, then what's going to happen is it's going to throw the item. So this is something you want to pay attention to, actually, because this might actually make an improvement on some shulker box sorters and stuff, because it all depends on where this thing flies, pretty much. So where did it go? So it doesn't go. So yeah, this actually could change it up even more, because if there's something blocking, then it doesn't go. So you could block kind of redstone signals to shulker box things like this, I guess. And then it puts it out. Yeah, very interesting. Sticky pistons and slime blocks can no longer pull comparators. I mean, that's gonna be a thing. Let's make sure. Let's just verify. But I'm so glad that I'm really so glad that the dupe still works. Breaks it, drops it. That's pretty good. You know what we're gonna do? Let's go over here. This is one thing that I want. This is the ever crushing 3x3 door. This is almost works on all versions, except on Bedrock for some reason 1 out of every like 5 times it doesn't work. So let's see maybe if something fixed it. Oh well, I think I messed with it too much. It doesn't like me. Actually, it did. It changed the timing, because this timing, so now it doesn't go down. That's pretty interesting, actually. Pretty interesting, because before it went down. Oh, I know what I did. Here, let's see. Maybe it fixed it. Oh my god, I'll be so happy if this thing got fixed. Oh, please, please, please. This is so good. I don't even know what redstone thing happened to fix it, but oh, boo. See how the center doesn't go right there? But sometimes it does. It's a totally messed up build. There you go. It's so weird. I don't know why on Bedrock. So there you go, guys. We went over the changes. The duplication glitch still works. We got a bunch of new redstone stuff. You know what? Let's do this. So basically, what's going on here is, remember the olden days? This is going to be a good example of what we're doing here. So in the olden days, when you made your little duplication machine, I was going to end the video, but I thought this would be a good one to talk about. So in the olden days, when you made your duplication machine, you used to do it like this, right? We used to take our burnt out torches and put a torch right here, torch right here, torch right here with some redstone dust, right? And that would give us our burnout clock, which would be basically a rapid fire clock, right? So basically what they're doing is, so what you see right there, that used to, see how they're flashing? But they don't put out a signal. So what does it say? Will no longer reactivate until they receive a block update or something. So basically, if nothing's shooting out of this, yeah, see, they've totally honkied it. I think here what we would do is lock it down by doing that. Yeah, they've messed with it. Basically, what they want you to do now, so it is actually easier if you just pay attention. It's actually much easier to make one of those repeating signals than doing it this way. What you do is just use observers like this. See what they just did? So right there, you now have your... So yeah, I think basically that kind of comes to point is, see what happened there? So now this is your new this. This doesn't do it anymore, right? So there you go. They actually made it easier. I mean, if you don't know that these two together like this will create a rapid circuit, it's actually much easier than the other ones. And you're good. So there you go. Don't forget to smash the like before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, catch you guys on the next one.